What's up guys, this is Butcher. In this video I'm going to talk about laning Pudge against Queen of Pain mid. And I started these videos very broad in general, and this is the part where it gets super specific. So Queen of Pain is arguably one of the best laning heroes against Pudge mid. She's got the blink, she's got the harass with the poison dagger. Just basically everything about that hero counters Pudge in the laning phase. So you have two options. You can either play passive and either go for the last hits, aggro the creeps, not really trade hits with the Queen of Pain, kind of stay away from her, just deal with the harass damage and leech experience from the lane. That way you're going to lose 100% of the time. I mean, more likely than not, the Queen of Pain is going to deny 50 to 80% of all the creeps in lane, and she's going to severely out-level you, and then she can maybe even solo kill you, and it'll get to a point where you can't even be in lane going for the last hits with the Queen of Pain because she's just going to kill you. So if you play passively, you're going to lose 100% of the time. Your other option is to be aggressive and maybe outplay the Queen of Pain and maybe still lose the lane and just die. So I would suggest being aggressive and maybe going for the kill, and that aggression starts at level 1. So here, 15 seconds before the rune spawns. Here they have a bounty hunter, so I'm spamming the rune. I get the rune. So here I take the rune, go mid, block the creeps a little bit, and the Queen of Pain has a better block than I do. So I'm already at a disadvantage. My starting items are this. I got a salve instead of tangos, and I'm ready. I'm just starting the aggression because, as I said, the Queen of Pain doesn't have the dagger, she has the blink, so she can't really, I mean, I only lost 300 HP and she lost over half her HP, so it's a good trade. And under the tower, it's very difficult for any hero to last hit, so I mean, she's missing some last hits, and even if you look at the last hits, I'm pretty sure this game I'm doing pretty well. So as soon as the Queen of Pain gets out of tower range, all you want to do is just start going at her and either zone her out so she doesn't get experience in the creeps or she doesn't last it, or go for the kill. So the blink actually has a pretty long cooldown at level 1. It's like 10 seconds. So if she uses the blink, then you have the opportunity to kill her if she ever comes back into lane. I mean, at this point, I have almost 900 HP and she can't really trade hits with me if I get close. So here again, I mean, she's aggroing the creeps, but because I'm just so aggressive, like, she can't even come near the creeps. And I brought myself another salve because I knew that I was gonna need it. That hook, it was just a chance hook. She could have juked backwards, so there was like a 50% chance that I was gonna land that hook. I guess strong, so I missed the opportunity. But I mean, you gotta go for it. So here, I almost landed that hook also. I mean, even if I did land that hook, the Queen of Pain was just gonna blink away. But she was gonna tank maybe 1 or 2 tower hits if I landed that hook, and it was very close. Like the creep just got in the way last second. So okay, see here, the Queen of Pain used her blink, but I'm at a disadvantage right now because I don't have mana for a hook. But I am 100 gold away from a bottle. So right now I'm really focusing on last hits. And especially with the creeps, the Queen of Pain can't trade me. So I mean, here I'm being aggressive. I have 9 last hits, and she has 5 last hits and 4 denies. So we're pretty much even in the lane. I'm winning by a little bit since I have more last hits. So I'm getting my bottle before her. So I mean, the Queen of Pain is not like the greatest player. Like, she could have played it better, but the Queen of Pain skill level wise is much better than average, right? So even if the Queen of Pain player is very good, even with the bounty hunter roaming, I'm still winning the lane. So it's definitely possible, and the only way to do this is to be aggressive. Once you get to level 6, you actually have a good chance of killing the Queen of Pain from full HP if you do your combo right, because the combo, like if you hook and dismember and you have level 2 rot, you do about 600 damage. If you're at level 7, you do like 700 damage. So It's a lot of damage, and even that's assuming the Queen of Pain is full HP. Now here is where the play happens. So I'm waiting for the blink, and I mean, it was a pretty low probability hook, but I managed to land it, and I got the kill. When farming the catapults, the pure damage of the hook does a lot of damage, so I would suggest last hitting it with the hook, or if you're playing Tinker, use a laser to last hit the catapults because they give so much gold, and you really don't want to miss the last hit. Here I get lucky that I get the regenerate. I see that the bounty hunter is top, so there was no chance that I was gonna get a kill there. Here I'm level 5, I'm just waiting for my level 6. I got brown boots, I'm waiting to get enough gold to buy a magic stick. And again, I'm just continuing the aggressiveness, I mean, because I can. Like, she can't really trade with me. If I just run at the Queen of Pain, what can she do? And this is what I'm talking about when, if you play Pudge correctly, he really doesn't have that much of a counter mid. I mean, Queen of Pain is like the biggest counter mid to Pudge, but if you play it right and you just run at her, you have so much more HP. The Queen of Pain doesn't really do anything. Now I think here the bounty hunter TP, so they're about to gank me, and my initial response is to be aggressive. So I just I throw out the hook because I can, and then I run away and I go for the suicide, and I deny myself. So that went pretty perfect. I didn't get my magic stick or boots before that gank. If I got it before the gank, I probably would have lived, but it's okay. And it was actually very unfortunate because I almost got my level 6. I was like 8 experience away. If I was level 6 there, I would have killed the bounty hunter and gotten away because I would have healed with the dismember. So, I mean, this is kind of a bad luck situation. Even though there's like the bounty hunters ganked me like 3 times already. Here, if I land the hook, it's a very easy combo. Queen of Pain goes away, so I go for the last hits and probably go for the top rune. Well, because we have vision here, I see that the Queen of Pain is going bottom, so that means that she's going to use all her spells, and then she's going to go back to the lane. So what I'm thinking about is intercepting her. So I assume that they don't have any wards. I actually missed her, but I keep waiting here anyway, and I catch a bounty hunter. I thought that I barely missed the Queen of Pain by like 3 seconds, but it's okay. So I got the bounty hunter, and that was a pretty easy kill. There is one more play that I'm gonna keep this replay going to show you guys, which is predicting when to hook. So here, since I don't have vision, I think I wanted to buy some wards, but the wards were bought out. So I would have had a ward here. I would have had a better chance of landing the hook. But in my experiences, a lot of players tend to go where I hooked. So that was just kind of a random hook. It wasn't a show-off hook. It was just I mean, the reward ratio was very good. Like if I landed that hook, that would have been very productive. Now look here. Okay, look at the creep health. I know that the Queen of Pain is gonna go for it. Like I know 100%. See, and all I had to do was just wait for the creep to become 10% HP, and then I just go for the hook. So that wasn't a show-off hook, that was just a calculation hook. I mean, what would I do if I was the Queen of Pain? I would go for the last hit, and then go back. And then if there was another creep low, I would go for the last hit, and then go back. So, I mean, you just gotta predict it, and be ahead of your opponent. So, I hope you guys learn a lot from this video. The biggest thing to take away is to be aggressive. The more passive you are in lane, I mean, okay, like think of it like this. Go back to level 1. If I was just gonna go for last hits, and both me and Queen of Pain would have reached level 3, and I would have never tried to be aggressive, I would have burned through my first salve. Then I wouldn't have had any last hits. I would have burned through my second salve. I would have had to go back to base. The Queen of Pain would have started out leveling me. She would have been level 5. I would have been level 4. I couldn't even be close in lane because at that point, even if I do run at her, I can't really trade because the amount of damage she does, plus the creeps, they were just gonna kill me. And if I traded and I knew that I was gonna lose the fight, there was no way I was gonna run away because the Queen of Pain has a blink, so she can always chase me. And if I have a low level hook like a level 4 and she's level 5, she's got either level 3 scream or something like that, then the Pudge dies. And if she gets level 6, then the ultimate is pure damage, and at that point I'm just completely lost the lane and I was just gonna start feeding. Plus the bounty hunter was always there, so your only chance is to be aggressive if you have any chances of winning the lane. And sometimes you will be aggressive and it won't pay off. Like the Queen of Pain will just outplay you, or you'll miss your hook, or something will happen. You'll just feed. But it's better than being passive in lane and not getting any practice from the game of outplaying your opponent. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.